What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. I said I'm back again with another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about when to be persistent, right? When, like they say, persistence gets the girl, and they also say that persistence creates resistance. So, like the video, comment below what you think about this video, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. So, a lot of times, just like I said, we're told to be persistent when it comes to girls, right? Like when it comes to girls, we're always told that we need to be persistent. We need to just keep trying. If she rejects us, just try again, right? Like this works for skills, right? So I feel like a lot of dudes feel like, okay, if it worked for me playing softball, then it'll work for me with the women, right? But no, I don't know, right? It depends, right? Because if you know a girl, like, because the thing is, girls, they be having their own tricks, right? They be having their own games, right? Like us, like right now, you're trying to watch this because you want some strategies and you want some game, right? Like you're trying to be on game with these girls. These girls got their own game, you feel me? And the name of the game is girls, they don't want to be seen as hoes, right? Simple as that. Like, as much as the biggest hoe ever, if there's a dude that she really likes, she's not gonna, she might be herself, but she's not gonna wanna, like if she knows some dude wants like a house and the kids and a mortgage and, you know, all that shit, she's gonna be like, you know what, this dude's gonna take care of me, so he's like a beta male simp, so I'm not gonna be like a whore to him, right? She's gonna be the whore to the alpha male. She's not gonna be the whore to the Tom Sue, whatever his name is, right? So, you know, a lot of times we try to get at a girl for the first time, and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, it's my friend's birthday, right? And you're like, oh shit, I guess she's not into me. But you know what? Just because she flakes on you for the first time doesn't necessarily mean that you should give up, right? Like you shouldn't just necessarily, because there's been times like I'd be going through my old messages, right? Just to like refine my game and shit, and just to be like, okay, like, you know, let me see like what I did wrong, kind of. And I'd be like looking through my old messages, and then this funny because like I'd be like seeing girls that I smashed, like, and I feel like, oh, I smashed her the first time we met, right? Like the first time we met, we smashed. But then it's like I forget that before that even happened, she was giving me the runaround 100 fucking times, right? It's like she was just like, oh yeah, we'll hang out later tonight, and then all of a sudden, where you at? You know, I text her like, hey, you still coming? Hey, we good for today? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Or sometimes they don't even write back, right? And most of the time, you should just charge her to the game, you know, just charge her to the game. But there will be that one day, right? There's gonna be that one day she'll give you the chance. She's just bored. She's just like, damn, bro, I've had no dick in like 2 months. Like, this nigga hit me up. I'll just go hang out with him for a little bit. Maybe I'll give him some pussy. Maybe, right? He's giving me free weed. He's giving me free drink. He's giving me free whatever. I might give him some pussy. So guess what? You get that one day that you know you've been hitting her up. Finally pays off, right? Just because you just been around. But the thing is, you can't be like annoying about it, right? Like, there's no, like, for me, if I know, because there are girls that will just waste your time, right? Like, there's girls that will be like, oh yeah, daddy, we're gonna hang out, and it's like, you know, that day never comes, right? The day never comes. But then because the girls know that they're very like, especially feminine women, right? Feminine women are very what is the word, moldable, basically, right? They're very impressionable. So if a strong dude, if you're a dude and you're just like kind of like not pressuring her, but like, you know, influencing the mood for sex, she might just do it, right? She might just do it. Because girls like sex just as much as, like, nah, I don't want to say just as much, but girls like sex too, right? Like, girls love, like, you go on Twitter, you see all the girls talking about how much they love fucking and shit, and it's just like, you know, girls like to do that shit as well. So it's like, why not her do it, you know? Like, she's gonna want to do it. You know, there's just sometimes, like, for me, like, sometimes, like, I would just, like, tell a girl, like, hey, this smoke, right? They come through, we're smoking outside, and then we just go into my room, and all of a sudden we're just fucking, right? And it's just like, all right, you I already do nothing. And after she's like been like, oh yeah, I don't know, maybe today, maybe. Like after like 20 times, she's just like, being fickle and flaky and whatever. She's just, like give me a hard time basically, right? After just like giving me a hard time for so many months or like so many weeks or whatever, she finally just comes through for some reason, right? I don't know. I think it's like some spiritual, mystical reason or some shit. Because it's like those days that the girl just comes through and just fuck. It's just like so like it's like so in sync and in flow and shit. I'm just like, okay. But yeah. I honestly can't even tell you if I attribute that to being persistent, but I guarantee you that if it wasn't for me being persistent, it's like the same principle, I guess, of being in a shop, right? Or like just like focusing on something, right? Like if you're in the shop every single day, like let's say that you're fixing cars, right? If you're fixing cars, there's gonna be one day that some dude needs to like pay $3,200, right, to fix his car. And guess what? You're gonna be there because you are there. You're gonna be able to fix that car, right? If you weren't there and you were just like fixing cars from home or whatever and getting your own clients, then it's like you are doing a whole bunch of different shit. Since you weren't there, you're basically out of the loop of like, oh, this dude needs this, right? For me, I related most to tattoos, right? Because the thing is, it's like I can, like most tattoos, like I mean, some days I go to the shop and I don't have anything, right? And I'm just like, damn, like I didn't make any bread today, and I could have been out making bread. But then some days someone just comes in and is like, they're like, hey, I want to spend like $500 on this tattoo. And guess what? I just made like $200. I just made $200. I'm just like, oh shit, you know what? Now I don't have to work. It sounds so lazy, but I'm just like, I don't have to like pressure myself to work. You're like, damn, I gotta make this back, because it's like I make how much money I need for like the week type, right? I'm just like, all right, that's cool. So and those days do come, but it's the same thing as like with women. It's like I feel like being persistent is just showing up, right? Like being persistent isn't like, hey, come right now, or let's do this now. It's just like asking like, hey, you want to hang out today? All right. And then like a couple weeks later, a couple months later, hit her up again. Hey, you want to hang out? And then a couple weeks later, if she's like flaking, right? Or she's just saying nah. You just like hit her up a couple times, just like let her know that you exist, and just be like, hey, what's up? Because like now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to understand. Like girls kind of just want like a group of dudes, right? Like, and if they can't get that group of dudes, then they'll just like settle for like a dude in the next group. And if they can't get the dude in that next group, then they get the dude in the next group, right? And it's like it's basically just success, right? The more successful you are. And I realized that I'm not as successful as I would like to be. And the thing is like, if you focus on girls, you're not gonna be successful. And my flaw was that I was focusing on girls. So now I'm changing that. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna change. Because the thing is, I always remember telling myself, like, when I first started getting into girls and shit, like not getting into girls, but like getting into like talking to girls, I remember I was like, damn, I got my business shit good, right? But the thing is, like, one thing that makes me upset is like my game was kind of weak. My game was lacking, right? So I was like, let me watch his Coach Corey Wayne videos, right? He was the first person I was watching. Some dude like recommended him to me, and I was like, let me watch his Coach Corey Wayne videos. And I started watching them, and then I started improving with girls, right? I've always felt like if the girls part of my life is complete, then it gives me more attention to work on the rest of my life, which is like the shit that really needs to get done, right? Like, cause I remember like even being with my ex, like having a girlfriend kind of grounds you, right? Having a girlfriend kind of makes you just be like not really give a fuck about girls. Cause I remember I don't think there was any girls that I cared about when I had my ex, right? Like, there were some girls, whatever. I mean, but it wasn't that serious. It was like, okay, like, why? Like, I don't need to go out looking for pussy. Like, I have pussy, right? So I don't need it. So I could focus. Like, I was just focused. I was like, every day I was just like drawing, right? I was just drawing every single day, and I was just like, okay, I was drawing every day. That's cool. Until eventually I got pretty good at it, and then eventually I built 6 feet, right? And it's like, if it wasn't for having a girlfriend having all the girl parts of my life figured out. You know, that shit, that's why dudes are able to get successful after they're married or they don't masturbate. Because, you know, like once you're not doing that stuff, then you're just like, you're free, right? It's like freedom. It's like, okay, now I can, because it's like, it's the worst thing ever to have all these urges. Like right now I have a crazy urge, right? But it's just like, you know, you just gotta be able to master yourself. You gotta be able to focus yourself, calm yourself down, and be like, okay, in this situation, I'm feeling like this. And it's the same thing with the girls, right? Because sometimes we just be like wanting to hang out with a girl, especially if you smoke weed. That's the worst, because if you smoke weed, it kind of makes you addicted to like hanging out with people. And you're just like, damn, I need to hang out with people, because you associate like hanging out with people with all the good times you have smoking weed, and you're just like, oh, damn, bro, like hanging out with people is so fun. Like I love hanging out with people. Like now I stopped smoking weed. I don't hang out with nobody, right? I just go to work, come home, work, go to sleep, go to work, come home, work, go to sleep. So the same thing every day. Like, I don't hang out with nobody. Just focus making these videos. Like I made so many videos. It's crazy. Yeah. That means with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys in the next one. And if you have a question, then I will answer it in another video. Just DM me on Instagram @Torius @6fit interviews. Peace.